You each left class today with 9 paper strips. They've been cut by machine so that they're all the same width, and they are the strips that we're going to use to make sculptures like this one that you've kind of seen sitting around class before. The one we're going to make tomorrow and assemble together is this polyhedra. So your 9 strips will allow each of you to make one panel that's a different color. The panel will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the building rectangles. Maybe it's a little easier to see the yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These edges have fasteners on them, which is why they're blue. 6, 7, 8, 9 yellow triangles in that panel. We need 20 panels to make this figure. So we will take the panels we get from both classes and we'll build this polyhedra. What you want to do is grab your strips. We're going to use the width of one of these strips as one measuring unit for this project. And to build the triangular units, I'm just going to swap out for a different color so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to measure a 1 by 6 strip. These are both the same width, so there's my 1 by, and I'm going to use the blue strip as a measuring device to quickly measure a strip that is 6 units long. So I've started by folding around the blue. I don't want my edge to hang over because that's going to interfere with it becoming a triangle. So I now have 2 units, 1, 2. When I fold again, I'll have 3. Fold once more, I have 4. Once more, 5. And I'm straightening out the edges each time I fold. Once more, 6. And I'm going to cut so that there is no overlap. As a matter of fact, I want I want it to be a little bit short of the edge on number 6. So see how there's a little bit peeking out from the 5th fold. And when I take this off, I want to make sure it is indeed 6 units long. I have 6 folded sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to refold it until I have a triangle that is 2 layers thick. Now, this should fold nicely, and it's not folding nicely. This is a little too short, which means I'm kind of folding it kind of inside out. So I'm going to go back and make this the starting end. And then I'm going to crease my corners just like that. Now this piece that's left over, I'm going to use to make a fastener that is 1 by 4. So again, I'm taking 1 strip and I'm lining it up till it's almost at the edge, and I'm folding over. That's 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers, until I have a 1 by 4 strip, and I'm cutting just a little bit short of the end because I don't want that edge to interfere. And this is going to literally act like a paper fastener, and they fasten 2 triangles together. You need 9 triangular strips, and you need to make fasteners out of the short piece that's left over. Triangles are made out of 1 by 6 strips, fasteners out of 1 by 4. So go ahead and stop the video until you've got 9 triangular strips and 9 1 by 4 strips. I have 1 more to make for my collection. So if you need to see it again, here it is. I'm just going to measure my leftover piece. That must be 1 by 6. It is the appropriate leftover. And trim. Unfold enough to refold into a 2-layer triangle. Fold my 1 by 4s. And let those wait to become fasteners. and then we'll start assembling. So the idea is that you have a solid color so that your fasteners won't change the color of your panel. Now, let's take a look at this purple panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles in this row. So you're just going to hold 2 triangles together, just like this. And you're going to take a fastener. One end of the fastener goes through one triangle. The other end goes through the other triangle. And comes out the other end, and then you fold these pieces in. Now, tension is going to hold this ball together. There's no need for glue, no need for tape, no need for staples. So you've got to be just a little careful when you build this triangle. Tension is going to hold it together, so you just keep a hold of it while you're building. So we're now going to add the next layer of triangle. One end of my fastener. I like to tuck in this loose flap, but it's really not necessary. The flap just drives me a little bit nutty. Now I'm being careful that I'm fastening from the same direction each time. That allows this figure, when it's spherical, to open up a little bit. So all of my fasteners go from the underneath side. My next fastener. Now remember, when we built the card sculpture, there comes a point when things are difficult to hold together. So you might get a paper clip out to take the place of a pair of hands, or you might work with someone else to help you hold things together. Here's our base row. So if we're looking at the yellow base, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm putting my 5th triangle on my sculpture. I'm making sure that all of my fastener parts are on the bottom. And my base row is now assembled. So I'd like you to be really careful in building your panel, because our whole polyhedron is really only going to come out as nice as one panel is. So move on to the next row. I'll show you how a paper clip might hold things together. Just by closing up the open end. And letting gravity kind of do some of the work of holding it together. So if I can get a little clip there and a little clip here, that should hold it together just a little bit as I move on to the next row. So how many? 1, 2, 3 triangles in the next row, followed by 1 triangle in the top row. So let's see how many of these we can get done together, and then I will leave you to finish your row. I need to make a few more fasteners. For my next row. And as I'm adding up, I'm not sure I gave you enough strips to finish, but we'll find out. So we're going to put the next piece on. We're going to make sure we're fastening from the bottom where we fastened the others together. Same thing. Piece comes up from the bottom, folds together. fastener goes in from the bottom. I don't like the flag to be sticking out.